Chloe, over here, watch my ankle. I cannot see any of these.
Yeah, still did a bunch of damage to him. Wow, those are very almost 300 fucking kills.
Hey, hon. Is there any perks that you can remember for overheating?
The first row, the jamming is really fucking tough.
I keep dying from heat exhaustion.
Yeah. What are you asking?
I keep dying from heat exhaustion.
Yeah.
Was there any perks for that you can remember?
Heat exhaustion? No.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure you're dying from heat exhaustion. What do you have on?
Nothing.
Nothing? Oh, there you go.
What do you mean?
You should be wearing something. There are things that'll make you cooler, as well as things that make you warmer.
I can't see, so hold on.
Yeah, those are for cold weather. The animal hide.
I don't have animal hide. I was looking at the plant.
That's protection against cold weather as well.
How do you know that helps with heat?
I believe like the duster and stuff like that do.
Really?
Yeah.
I'll have to go looting then.
Oh, there goes that dude's head. He was pretty loyal until he got his head.
Okay. I kind of expected that to happen. So, boom. And, yeah, see if that's enough. Oops. And then I'll do one.
I played it in the historical version and I got farther than I had ever before. And I was like, I might as well wait until I mean, it's still fucking strong in the historical version, but not that strong. Not beating your entire army. That shit. Although, I mean, like, in Dynasty...
I found the bullets by looting, but when I get further on, I plan on crafting my own bullets. And I haven't actually, in the top right corner, you can still see my starter quests. So I haven't actually found a trader yet or finished the quest to find my starter trader. So I'm not really sure on that. I found like a trailer park and a town. And those are where I've looted so far, and I haven't really finished looting the town. I found 3 houses, but most frequently, and it's really weird, but most frequently I find this is Neva's gun. I usually play randoms, but I decided to try to start a Neva's gun world this time. But if you look in loot toilets when you're searching houses, like I know it sounds really weird, but there's a lot of pistol toilets, and generally when you find a pistol in a toilet, there's usually gonna be ammunition as well. And if not, you can find bottled murky water there, which is also a good thing to have because you just boil it up and then you're fine. But I keep dying of heat exhaustion, so right now I'm just like gonna build this little thing to look through and a roof. This is like the top of the base I built on my own. I started in that house and then built this. And I put spikes underneath, because it's gonna be Horde night tonight. And, I usually play with a huge group of friends. I usually play with like 3 or 4 people, but they've all been offline and stuff. So, but I prefer randoms, but I don't even know where anything is in Havasgon. Because I generally play randoms. So, I'm not the greatest, like, I die a lot. But my fiance or my husband plays on PC, and PC is way advanced compared to console, so. And I'm honestly, like, hella disappointed right now because I have spawning on high, and I have not seen one zombie since I've logged on today. And since I'm in the desert, there's a water source near me. 278, nice. What's your gamer tag, dude? Do you play on PlayStation or? But over those cliffs over there is like a river, so I have a water source nearby. And that's the only time I make a base in the desert is when there's a water source nearby, and I go and like find a forest and near the canyon. Okay, so I'm pretty sure that the canyon is what's over that cliff. So I'll have to walk along the canyon and try to find that. Thanks for that, bro. But yeah, do you play on PC, PlayStation, Xbox? And also, are you the person who watched me yesterday for a good while? I just play for fun, like, I'm not hardcore. I got very annoyed with the people I played with because we were on like day 300 or whatever, and they got too bored. No, it's not. I plan on, making another base somewhere eventually, and then I want to make this, like, a temporary shelter, or I could just make it, like, a horde night base, because I do that sometimes as well. But, like, I've been in a pickle because I hate the burn zone with a burning passion. And to get to forest, I've had to get seeds for trees to start my tree farm. I've had to go through the burn zone. And This is what I've explored so far. So, like, I marked this over here because I came back for a workbench, but this was a farm. I'm gonna fill in these little gaps eventually on the map, but it's like all desert nonsense anyway. So this is like trailer homes, I think it was. I've finished looting those. I plan on going through and like getting all the appliances like refrigerators and maps because I haven't done them all yet. I've done that in some. The hospital in is it the hospital in this town that you live near? I still need to loot the hospital. Like, I honestly should have started with it. I've looted like 4 or 5 houses, but I went in the hospital rooms. I need to go down and get more wood to finish this roof. Oh, I put that right over where the ladder was. I'll fix that after. Messed up when I made this, and I can't like actually go through the door unless I crouch, but I mean it still works. I really honestly I'm planning on moving up for this Fortnite because I'm having a really hard time finding food, and it's not nice to survive off yucca fruit. Yeah, like I'm a big fan of like completely upgrading houses to max bliss and using those to start. So like when I move again, I don't know if I'm going to do that or if I'm just gonna straight up build a base. I'll show you what I was starting to do in the house that I'm right next to in a second. But I just decided that it was going to be hard to trap it because I'm not a good shot. So I always rely on spikes of some sort when I'm playing. But I like started to build a second floor in this house. And that's what I was going to do. And then I started to make like catwalks outside that I was planning on shooting off of, but I don't know. I'm very indecisive when with my building and such. So it's kinda crappy, but yeah, if you hear someone talking in the background, it's my fiance. He's the one who got me into 7 days. Well, he's not really my fiance, he's more like my husband, but I haven't actually ever built a base out of concrete. My thing is I hate grinding, and that makes it very difficult for me to play. Like, sometimes I only play for an hour, and then I have to get off because it's just annoying for me to grind. So when I play with friends, I'm like the designated house person. Like, I always make sure stuff is smelting into the forge. I'm very OCD about my organization, so I'll make sure everything's organized. I literally make my friends have a dump chest, And yeah, so I'll go through and take all the stuff they dump in there when they loot. So I'm more like a house person or a loot person. So this is my old bedroll. Obviously, I just used this little chest to start. I didn't have much before I moved over to that other base that I built. But I made these stairs going up here, and I came out here and made little catwalks, kind of, just so I could shoot into the open. I was very bad with designing my drawbridge. I have a hard time with drawbridges. I actually broke it, and then I got mad and rage quit the game. And when I logged back in, it hadn't saved it doesn't save the last few things you do from what I've noticed. So when I logged back in, I had the drawbridge still. So I was much more careful placing it that time. Oh wow, there's 3 people now. It's weird because like nobody ever watches my streams when I stream, and people aren't watching now, so I don't know how it makes me feel. Whoops. Okay. That's where the ladder. I have it on the least right now just because I wanted to speed up the horde night, but I usually start with 18 until I figure out where I'm gonna stay and what I'm gonna do. How often, or how many what do you play with your spawning settings on? And how often do dogs spawn in the city that you live in near the hospital? Because like I'm really bad with defending myself against dogs, and I've died to dogs once already. I don't like making my roofs this low, but it is what it is. Okay. Yeah, that's my only hesitancy with like living in cities is the animals. I've honestly been trying to hold out for like there's I don't know if you've ever done this, but like when you're looting cities, sometimes in the garages there's like a metal reinforced block in the middle of the floor somewhere, and if you bust into it, there's underground bunkers. So I like to do that, and then I destroy the fence around the back of the garage, and I destroy the garage itself, and then I just make like a small little doorway, like a square with the door for me to go in and get under there safely, and then I spike the hell out of it around it, and that's what I like to do for a base. Okay, so since you have different places, do you have like a chemistry station and a workbench at every place you live in, or place that you have? Like, how do you handle crafting the higher level things like that you need those for? Or do you just run to the closest one? You just go back to the hospital for them? Oh, okay. So you just go to, when you need one, you just go to where you know they are then? Cause like there's a junkyard right down the street from me, and I found my chemistry station there. And I found the workbench in that farm, I think it was. But I have a very bad habit of falling off of things, so I started with just the block. I'll eventually, I'll go down to the ground like half, but I get very scared when I get attacked. I'm a little bit out yet is how I'm gonna get the loot off the bodies when they're on the spikes, but I need to go replant my trees, but I guess I might as well. Or maybe I'll just wait since I want to move. I've been trying to get my friend to get back on and play, but he's just not into it right now. And I don't like playing with people who don't like to work as a team. Okay. For those of you watching, we have a Facebook page as well, Johnson & Johnson Gaming, and please like and subscribe to my videos. See, I'm still somehow experiencing heat stroke. I don't understand. I built this roof just to help with that. Alright guys, I just gotta notice that my connection is really bad. So I am going to try and restart the stream, and if not, I will be on later, I guess.